Training for your first half or full marathon doesn't have to mean running 6 days a week, destroying your knees, or sacrificing your entire life. There are many beginner plans out there that are actually designed for people who are already used to running high mileage. And this is problematic because it's not designed, or they're not often designed for people who just want to finish their first marathon or half marathon and aren't used to running that high mileage yet. And this often leads to injuries, frustration, and a lack of motivation, everything that we don't want. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can train smarter, stay injury-free, and cross the finish line feeling strong and proud. Many beginner runners and less experienced runners often end up burning out and quitting too soon because they pick a training plan off the internet. And even though these plans may be designed for beginners, they're not considering your training history and your injury background and your life circumstances. And often the intensity and volume end up being too high. So you start overloading your tissues and developing small pains and aches here and there. So maybe tight hips, or your knees start hurting, or you have sore Achilles tendons. I know when you book a ticket to a race and you're super motivated and excited to start training, but you just have to gradually increase that volume and intensity so that your body can recover and keep up with your training. Another thing is that these training plans don't have any room for flexibility. So when life conflicts happen and you have to work, or your family needs you, you start missing or skipping sessions, and you enter this guilt cycle, feeling guilty, and this just keeps getting worse and worse. So it's just not a constructive way to approach a training block for a race. A smarter way to train is to focus on quality over quantity. And this is especially important for new runners and less experienced runners. You want to be realistic and plan to run just 3 times a week, 3 quality runs. And if you're thinking that's nowhere near enough to run a marathon, well, you're wrong, because this is exactly what my brother and I did when we were training for our first marathon, which we both finished strong and healthy just a few months ago in Paris. So in our training block, we ran 3 quality runs a week: 1 long run, 1 easy run, and 1 faster paced run, which was either intervals or tempo. And we completed 1 strength and mobility session on top of that, which is really important actually to prevent injuries. And we slowly and progressively increased volume and intensity over those 16 weeks, and even included 1 deload week every 4 weeks. And this really allowed our bodies to adapt and recover, get used to running more without getting injured. And it also allowed us to stay mentally sharp and never lose motivation over those 16 weeks, which is a really important component in the whole process. When you train this way and you focus on those 3 quality runs a week, you prepare your body and your mind to run more in a sustainable way. Another important component is community. It becomes way easier and it's way more fun when you can share your running with someone. Even if you can't find someone to run with physically, you can do it in an online community. And this is exactly what we do inside the Elaborate Runners community. It's free to join. It's full of people who want to share your wins and cheer you up when life is kicking you in the ass. Let's be real, that happens too. So I'll leave the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.